Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here with Bryan Lichau. Hello, Facebook community. Hello, Bryan. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
Good to see you. I'm Jennifer Noreen, and I'm doing some marketing work for Bryan. And Bryan is if you don't already know, you're following the page, you probably know that Bryan's a CPA. So Bryan has an office in Federal Way, but he offers CPA services to South King County and also Pierce County. And he just told me that he also can help people out of state. So if it's not a Washington only business. So Bryan, can you tell people what it is you do, and then we'll talk a little bit about why. But what is it that you do as a CPA? What do you spend most of your time on?
Yeah, that sounds good. Primarily, we help individuals and businesses with tax compliance, whether it's state of Washington for businesses and sales and excise taxes, or income taxes for businesses and individuals as well. So that's our primary service. We also do some accounting work, tax planning. It's a big part of our tax practice as well. We help with reporting if we need to, help clients with QuickBooks consulting, just really anything accounting and tax related will be involved with our clients.
So do you take on clients that are just getting going with their accounting processes, or do you mostly work with businesses that have all that set up?
I love a little bit of both. I love working with startups and newer companies just because it's great to get somebody going on the right foot. And I always am a believer in that whole ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Yeah.
And so if we get them going on the right foot, we don't have to fix it later on. So
Sure.
it definitely helps that in that regard. Plus, I mean, as a small business owner myself, I love watching people and helping people succeed, and that's a big part of working with those startups. And but we also work with established companies, and if we go in and if we need to do some cleanup and corrections from previous years, things like that as well. So a little bit of both, but my passion is really with those startups and the small businesses. In
Yeah.
case you can't tell.
So you work with a lot of different size companies. So startups, small to medium. Do you have corporate clients as well, like large?
Not really, no. Mostly employees of large companies. So I guess in turn we do, but it's more on the individual side and the like the shareholder side rather than the actual large companies themselves. So
Okay.
we're a fairly small staff, so we're not really staffed to do audits or heavy financial compliance work, but but on the tax side, we've got some pretty good sized companies. So, but I would still call them small to mid sized.
Yeah. Okay. And how long have you been doing CPA work?
Oh wow, I've been a CPA for 20 years now. Started my career down in California and in the Sacramento area, and I've been in private industry as well as in public accounting throughout my career. But yeah, 20 years, that's a long time. You can see the gray. So yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. So what do you like about what you do, Bryan?
I love working with clients and just meeting with clients and understanding their business and really helping them to achieve their goals. And it's not just about the compliance piece of it. I mean, we all have to file taxes and do what we're supposed to do, but I mean, helping them save money and plan is a real big part of um, kind of my goal for clients and what gets me up in the morning. You know, I love
Mhm.
helping businesses and helping clients with it. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I would be in favor of you doing that, of you saving me money, making my taxes zero. That would be super.
We got to
Maybe if
provide
you can
value.
can you get the IRS to write me a check? That'd be cool. Like,
It does happen. It does happen, but you have to pay them first, unfortunately. So
yeah, unfortunately, right. So, why do you do what you do? What motivates you to get up every morning and do what you do? What motivates you?
no, it's really to me, it's about family and community and um, being a present part of not only my family but also in our communities. And it's you know, especially these days with businesses and families going through so much. It you know it makes me feel good to be able to help, and even if it's just a small piece of it. But being involved in those communities is a big part of it. So, yeah,
Mhm. I know
yeah,
people, small businesses like me need people like you who are experts and are completely calm and non-emotional about things that are very difficult to us, especially if
Yeah.
you're going through them for the first time, or honestly, COVID has caused my business to grow. And so that has been both incredible and wonderful, but also very stressful in some ways
Yeah.
because it was unexpected. And I am dealing with, I think we all are dealing with some COVID stress with our clients where they're pushed a little bit into their stress zone because of COVID changes and lack. And it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. You're kind of coaching people through some difficult things right now. And I think no matter almost what you do, everybody's kind of adjusting. And but I could see you being the source of some sanity, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's funny. One of the partners in the firm I started with initially in my career used to say that part of being a CPA should include like a psychology degree, because really it is. It's about
Mhm.
sitting down and understanding and listening and helping, and so that always stuck with me. So
Yeah, I agree. And I think that, what motivates people to run their own business and, hang in there with it versus people that say, oh, this is crazy. I'm going, I'll do this for a year and I'm done. And so, yeah, I can see how you would use a lot of different kinds of interviewing skills and analysis skills and strategy skills,
absolutely,
timing and, not overwhelming people with more than they need to know, but definitely providing what they do need to know.
yes,
Probably being tempted to not share the whole truth, but just, it would be because you're going to cause stress. Some of the news you deliver
sure,
causes stress, right? So
absolutely,
I can see that
absolutely,
being difficult at times. So,
yeah.
well, what else? So you have a family. You live in the South Sound area.
I do,
I know you're involved with your son and his basketball, or you used to be. Um,
absolutely.
yep.
Yeah, with basketball, I mean, I played basketball, and that's a big part of my past, and my it's one of my loves as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, I've coached basketball at Peninsula High School in Gig Harbor for the last 8 years now. So, in one as an assistant coach or JV coach or whatever I needed to do. So, yeah, that's been a big part of it. And so both of my boys, my oldest just graduated last year, and my I've got a sophomore at Peninsula as well. So it's fun to be involved with those programs and be able to help young athletes and young students and young men. It's just it
Yeah.
it just brings a lot of joy. It allows me to still be involved with the game of basketball and not being able to play it like I used to. So yeah,
Yeah, right. So probably doing a lot of mentoring beyond just
absolutely,
basketball coaching, but
yeah,
kids need good mentors so badly these days. So
absolutely,
that's great. So you're in
yeah,
the community and you're motivated by basketball and taking care of your family, and you live in South Sound, so you get the South Sound market.
I
Sounds like
do.
you work with a variety of company sizes and do a lot of different kinds of work. What are you busy with right now? Right now at this juncture, you just
Well,
wrapped up submitting
yeah,
taxes, right?
exactly. We had our final tax deadline October 15th. So last week
Mhm.
we wrapped all of that up, dealt with our some of our last minute clients, which is okay. That's just how it is. And but right now we're getting into kind of our tax planning season. So as we get into the late months, so October, November, it's a really great time for us to visit our clients and see where they're at for the year,
Mhm.
and really be proactive with our tax approach and our savings um, strategies for the rest of the year to be able to
Mhm.
save them money come April, because we get lots of times clients will come and say, well, why am I paying so much tax? And so like, well, it definitely helps to sit down at the end of the year and invest a little bit. I guarantee you
Mhm.
we can find something that'll save quite a bit more than our fees for the planning session.
Yep.
We can
Yeah, save
there's
more than you're paying out for a good
absolutely
CPA, I'm sure.
absolutely, and it's about
So
providing value. So we want to make sure that we're providing value as a CPA, and so that's really where that comes in, and
mhm.
so yeah.
So with COVID, honestly, the deadlines are kind of confusing to me. So I know that personal taxes were due
So initially, the true deadlines are always April 15th for personal taxes. Most business taxes are due March 15th initially. An extension can be filed that would give you till October 15th as the final deadline. So, and that's to file the return. What a lot of people don't understand too is it's an extension of time to file, not an extension of time to pay. So, but yeah, with COVID, the deadline got pushed out to July. So that definitely caused some confusion with a lot of what was going on. More confusion than just add to the confusion, I guess, for this year, right?
So did the deadlines for both personal and business change?
Business, actually, they extended the deadlines for personal after the business taxes were due. So the business taxes were still ended up March 15th, which can be extended out to September 15th. So, but no, those deadlines didn't change, but just for the individuals and personal taxes, yeah.
Okay, so now we're going into wrapping up 2020. So the deadline for 2020 taxes is, are we back to April 15th, back
April
to normal?
15th. You got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
So it is the time to be looking back and looking forward and figuring out how Bryan can save you money on your taxes.
That's right.
Going into next year.
Yes.
I will be doing that with you, Bryan. Thank you so much. And my lovely bookkeeper.
Excellent.
Yes. So it's good to visit with you, Bryan. Good to understand what it is you do and what motivates you to do what you do. I know you're going into having some things going on with you're going to have surgery, and so are you going to be working the next month or so, just like normal, or?
I figure a couple of weeks I'll probably be down, a week or two, just not being able to do a whole lot. But after that, hopefully I'll be at least on email and to where I can do one-handed. I'm having shoulder surgery, so so what I can do one-handed is a little easier. So or be able to do it. So no, I'm sure I'll still be involved, and I've got a fantastic staff that is fully capable of taking care of any needs as well while I'm out. So that's what makes it a little easier for a business owner when you know you have good people behind you. So yeah.
That's for sure. That's what I was going to say. Is it doesn't matter if you're going to be out for a couple of weeks, because they can call and talk to your staff, or they can go to your site, fill out a contact us form, and if you don't hear back from Bryan, you'll hear back from one of his staff. And the best time to get a hold of you if I'm calling is, are you guys 8 to 5 or?
Generally 9 to 5, yeah, with
9 to 5?
The staff. Okay. I mean, we're there before that, but we like to start with 9 just to make sure that somebody's going to be there and available. So
and what is your email address, Bryan?
Mine is, I mean, there's two ways you can either reach us at info@ospreycpa.com, or you can always send us something directly to me. I'm happy to receive that at Bryan, Bryan, @ospreycpa.com.
Okay, we can send you our questions and
absolutely
all of our mysterious tax wonderings. So, all right. Well, thanks, Bryan. I hope your surgery goes well, and we'll be visiting with you hopefully again in a couple of weeks, and you'll be on the mend, or hopefully not in a lot of pain. But
I'm sure I'll have my sling. That's about it. But I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, we wish you well, and we'll be talking with you again. Thanks, Bryan. And again, if you want to reach Bryan, the phone number and the website's there on the screen. We'll talk soon. Thanks.
Thanks, Jennifer.